There are five so-called instructional behavior that is typically characterize the autonomy supportive style, and I'll use it to contrast against the controlling style. Okay, firstly, right, in autonomy supportive style, the teacher planned the lessons to vitalize students' inner motivation resources. All right, so we believe that the students can motivate themselves, so we try to energize them, we try to vitalize, we try to bring up their own inner motivational force. Okay, but for controlling style, right, the teacher will make use of the environment to try to regulate the students' behavior. They use extrinsic motivation to regulate the students' behavior. Secondly, right, autonomy supportive style, the teacher will use non-pressurizing language, more informational language. So when the teacher speaks, the teacher will say things like, can we do this? Maybe we can try this, or maybe you want to tell me more about how you feel. These are non-controlling language, so-called. But in the controlling context, right, a controlling teacher will rely on pressurizing language. They use more controlling language, such as, I want you to do this. You have to do this. You ought to do this, right? So the language that you use is different in this two motivating style. And thirdly, right, the teacher in an autonomy supportive context, right, will provide a lot of rationale, right? Strong rationale for learning the task. Why is it important, right? For you to learn. Yes, it may not be easy, but I think you can go, you can learn it, you can pick this up. I will, try to help you as much as I can. So they will provide support, provide rationale. But in the controlling context, right, the teacher gives directive in terms of instruction without giving too much on the explanation why you need to do a particular task. And fourthly, right, in the autonomy supportive context, the teachers display more patience, all right? They allow the students time. If they need extra time, they allow the students to pace their learning, right? Give them more time. But in a controlling context, right, the teachers are more concerned with the outcome. They are less patient and they are more eager to reach the standard answer, right? And they will try to intrude into the student workspace and try to provide them, guide them towards the answer as fast as possible. Okay, so these are, the two differences. And finally, right, autonomy supportive teacher, right, they acknowledge students' negative feelings in the class. Okay, they feel for the student, they try to see things from the student's perspective, and they know when students resist learning or they show negative feeling, they acknowledge it, right, and they accept the student's behavior as part of frustration, learning, etc. But in a controlling context, right, the teacher will not stand this kind of so-called nonsense, right? They will try to change the student's behavior immediately, right, and stop students from showing negative effects. So these are the differences in terms of the instructional behavior in the classroom. Okay,